Well, folks, it is time to get you caught up to what has happened. Michelle, welcome back to Iowa Live as we are visiting with the publisher, the editor of CityView magazine, Des Moines CityView magazine, that had a massive gala last night. The biggest best of celebration that you have ever had, Shane.
That's correct.
And a new venue, which was kind of a cool location, too.
I think it worked out.
Yeah. Tell everybody where it was.
Well, we had our annual Best of Des Moines event at the Palace Theater in Adventureland last night. As Lou mentioned, that was the first time we'd had it in that location. And boy, it worked. We had more than double the turnout that we've ever had in the history of the event, 11 years.
That's great.
And we tried a bunch of different new things too, but for those people that are just tuning in now and they say in the CityView best of, maybe they're not in the metro area and they haven't heard the best of, just give us a quick overview of what the best of is all about.
Well, we've been doing this poll for more than 20 years now, and it's essentially, I think this year was 282 questions. And we had over 12,000 votes that came in on this, from everything from the best new restaurant to best looking TV personality.
The best bathroom.
Best bathroom.
The best bathroom.
Wow,
Do you know where the best bathroom is?
I don't.
In Des Moines?
I was going to look
right down the street here. Von Mauer has the best bathroom.
Really?
Yeah,
very nice. That's good to know.
Not that we had those memorized or anything, but this is something that people really look forward to because it is that big a deal, and people covet the Best of Award, the CityView Best of Award. Don't they?
You see those certificates everywhere. I mean, from offices to restaurants to bars to everywhere. You can't go very far without seeing a Best of Des Moines certificate somewhere.
And this issue is kind of nice because you can hang on to it because it's nice, you know, when you want to refer to, oh, where was the best this or that, and it's a great reference.
And speaking of the issue, here's the issue, folks. I'm going to hold this up so you can see. Look at how thick this is. How many pages is this?
That's 152 pages. That's the maximum capacity that we can print, and it's the largest CityView that we've ever published. So
wow.
We're very proud of that.
Yeah, there it is here. And how many copies of this are going to be available?
Well, we put 30,000 copies out, and we normally have a 97% pickup rate, but it's going to be tough finding these by Friday.
You think so? Yeah, so they started going out when?
Hopefully this morning. We're dealing with a bit of weather issues getting our truck back from the printer, but they should be on the racks this morning.
And the racks where? Where are some of the more popular places people can grab a hold of?
Well, there's 700 and some locations, but you can pick them up at Hy-Vee stores, at Fairway stores, Price Choppers, and as I said, hundreds of other places too.
Now you mentioned what kind of return you had on here when people were taking the surveys and voting on the best of, Michelle. You said, what, 12,000?
Yeah. Think about that. Think about how many people vote in a city council election or a school board election. But 12,000 votes were cast for this. That's how important this is.
Now, you broke it out into a bunch of different categories, too. And how many categories did you have this time?
We had 6 different categories this year, which is one more than we've done in prior years. And we mixed it up a little bit just to keep the poll relevant.
Okay, I have, just taking a look at the program here, which is really cool. We have the shopping category, eats, culture and recreation, nightlife, health and beauty, and best of the rest.
That's right.
Are the different categories that you had here. But you tried something a little bit different, and thankfully, we were honored to be asked once again, Jackie and I, to be the hosts of this event. And it's so cool to do this. But you wanted to change things up a little bit, right?
Well, we always try to mix it up a little.
And we're going to a new venue, so there we are, getting ready here. Thank you, Milroy's, for the tux, looking really nice. And you're saying, okay, we're talking to people as they're coming in. That's the guy from Noche, as we stopped him on his way in because there was something going on, Shane, that I don't think people expected when they got to the Adventureland Palace Theater.
That's right. So we went with the theme of the red carpet, and we physically laid out red carpet in the stanchions and had you guys interviewing people as they came in, which really gave it a great element.
And we have some video here to show you how much fun it was because we stopped about everybody. If they weren't trying to run the gauntlet, that was the fun thing here. And you want to look about how much fun we're having. Jackie finds out the folks that brought cookies in to the station a little while ago.
Somebody likes cookies.
Yeah, very much so. And that there's an award winner, which we didn't, we didn't know at that time. We weren't able to reveal that information. People getting dressed up either in tuxedos or even in the fur hats.
It was one or the the other, wasn't it? It was a big extreme.
Everybody just
That's what
having
makes it
fun.
great.
And then look who else. We had all the people that were, a bunch of people that were nominated came there. And these guys, the B Twins, are going to be on the show here coming up in a couple of weeks, performing where you're sitting.
Very
Shane, in just a little bit in preparation for a big show that they have, they took over the microphones too and had a good time. But just the way people had fun and getting dressed up, and look at the fancy boots there, Shane. But that was very cool, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. And as you know, it was standing room only. I mean, we had over 1,000 people at the event. Every chair was taken. We were a little worried with the weather that maybe a few wouldn't show up, but I don't think that happened at all.
Yeah, it didn't have any effect on it whatsoever. And speaking of the event, we have some photos here from the event itself. Now, while we were out doing the red carpet, a friend of ours, Max Wellman, and the gang was performing inside, right?
Very nice.
What an incredible talent. And we're so fortunate to have Max there and tons of positive comments and feedback about his music and what he brings to the show. So much appreciation to Max as well.
So when we were hassling people on their way in, they could come in and hide from us by listening to Max Wellman's music. But then it was time for us to take the stage.
Nobody wanted to hide from you guys, I'm sure.
So we had a chance to get up there, and we also have a chance to take a look and show everybody what it looked like as Shane introduced us. So we, again, had a great time. What a great audience. And you even had some special guests there, Shane.
We did.
From publications from all over the country.
And they might be up this morning watching. So if they are, I had some board members that I serve on a national association called the Association of Free Publications. And these guys decided they wanted to come to Des Moines in February, which
As
now they're going,
most do, right?
why did we want to come to Des Moines in February? But they're here, and I'm glad they're here, and we had a good time with them last night, too. And you heckled them a little bit, so thank you.
Heck of a more than a little bit, yeah. What did the one guy say, Des Moines? It's not that bad?
It's not that bad.
It's not that
yeah.
bad.
So
Yeah.
hopefully
And what
they're
a great
here.
one to come to. Look at all those people, a great crowd,
Well, and I hope they experienced what Des Moines is really like and what Iowa is like.
all in one room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great celebration of what Des Moines is all about. And I think that they're going to walk away from this saying, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's better than that.
That maybe they have to upgrade their statement here a
Yeah.
little bit. Perfect. But again, folks, this was the big deal last night. CityView's Best of issue. It's available on the stands beginning today.
Correct.
Okay, and you want to get them before the weekend. You think they'll be gone by then?
Well, I think they will.
Yeah.
So we better grab them quickly.
All right, now people want to follow along with what CityView is doing because you have one more quick event we want to make sure we touch on. The next
Chocolate
event
walk.
that you
This
have
is
coming
a
up.
good one.
Tell us about this real quick.
Well, this is a lot of fun. It's a pub crawl and a shopping experience that is done at West Glen. So we've got 10 different sample drinks, 4 different chocolate treats that you all get for $20 if you pre-order your tickets. We've been doing a lot of these events, and this is another fun one.
There you go, and hopefully it'll be a little bit better shape than it was last year, right?
That's right.
Last year was what?
It was
50
a little
below again?
snowy. Yeah, a little
Snowy,
rough.
but it
That's
still
a few
worked.
chocolate drinks, though, and it's not quite as cold.
Well, Shane, thank you so much.
Well, I
man.
want to say thank you to you guys because I want your viewers to know that you do a lot of things for many different organizations, including ours, and I'm very appreciative of all that you guys do. So thank you.
very much.
Good job.
It's an honor. Right, thank you, buddy. The best of, folks. He's one of them. There it is. It's 7:40.